Hello, everyone. Oh, my gosh. Dana, thank you. Y'all, we had so much fun in Vegas. If you weren't there, I'm sorry, but let me tell you, your girl got the gold. You hear me? This was exciting. Our founder, our co-chair, our chairman, they were giving out gold bucks. We played games. We received prizes. We learned so much. We learned about our EV chargers. We learned about Electrify, who installs them. We learned about Sequoia Lending, who, oh my gosh, if you want an EV charger, they got our back. They will do the funding for us. We learned about Autel. Autel can ship 10,000 EV stations a month into 70 countries. So, I mean, it's like, it's just so much excitement. I can't even tell you all everything about the media. It was just so much. But I'm not going to keep going on and on. Let me introduce the man. He is not a myth. Our CEO, George Bingham. Mr. Bingham, take it away.
Thank you very much, Maura. Guys, all I can say is wow. That's the best way I can put what happened in Vegas. So let me make you understand something. We will be the #1 EV charging station company in the world. Now that's not smoke. That's not smoke. That is a reality. You know what we found out in Vegas? That we have our own line of cars coming. I mean, that was exciting. But let me mention something else to you. As good as tonight is going to be, next Monday night on our Zoom meeting, we will have the former CEO of Apple. Now, let me say that again. The former CEO of Apple will be paying us a visit. One of our partners. Now, let me take that a little bit further. Amazon will be on the call next week. One of our partners. In fact, they're going to build all of our, what is it that they're going to build? All of our what?
Routers.
Okay, can you believe that? When you have companies like Amazon, Apple, and these people joining forces with us, it should give you an idea of where we're headed. Now, we're going to change up a little bit this evening. We've been talking so much about what Yereq can do for us. But we're going to bring on a couple of gentlemen that are going to help us to understand what they can do for Yereq. So a little bit of a change up. So let me welcome on the mic my friend, Mr. Babu Gopal. Babu, please. So, Babu, let me ask you a question. My question to you, I hope we didn't lose him. My question is, we've heard you talk so much about Yereq and what an exciting company Yereq is, but I would like for you to reverse that this evening and tell us what you can bring to Yereq. Your mic.
Good evening. You can hear me okay, Sir George?
Oh, yes.
Loud and clear. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to speak again. What you just spoke just now made me get goosebumps. I just got goosebumps, you know, when you said like Apple and Amazon will be joining us next week to help build our routers. I wish people wake up. People sometimes they are sleeping, and we are just taking market shares right now, and they are not aware. I wish I could remove cataract from people's eyes. But tonight, I have a strong message. Before we give up, I want you all, ladies and gentlemen, to remember the power of hope. I want you to remind yourself that there are better days ahead, that things are possible, that things can be materialized when we fight and work for a cause, for a mission. I know some of the people are complaining right now. They might not be getting their commissions on time. And complainers, there will always be. But winners never complain. Winners understood. Put mission first. Commission will follow. But those who put commission first, they were never mission driven. This opportunity is so big, so colossal, that sometimes I sleep in pocket, that sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, because I dream big, I think big, I think different. That's why I bring different results to the table. Just to give you an idea, Sir George, when we left Vegas, I recruited a lady in the duty-free shop just by having a 5 minutes conversation. Because I've learned those skills over my experience. And I don't fake. I am myself. Every day I try to improve, to learn something, because Warren Buffett mentioned the best investment we can do is in ourselves. And Mr. Les Brown said, no one can take it from you once you achieve this peak. Be a better version of yourself. On the plane, Sir George, you know, the air hostess always asks, do you want a cookie or a pretzel? If there's 500 people on that plane, 499 of them will ask, can I get a cookie? Yes, cookie. Can I get a pretzel? Yes, pretzel. But you know what I do? I say, please, can you give me both? And I'm not greedy. And I never ate those pretzel and cookies on the plane. I bring that for my daughter. The point I'm making here, he who asks may be a fool for 5 minutes, but he who doesn't is a fool for a lifetime. This is a Chinese proverb that hits me from the heart, and I understood the wisdom in those words. That's why I keep asking people, and no matter what, because I know that through the power of people, through the power of engagement, through the power of connection, we can move mountain here. We can move mountain. Something that is not possible.
Let me stop you for a minute. Hey guys, this man has so much excitement. He can go on and on and on. But let me tell you, he is building a powerful team with us. He is just making sales galore. So let me stop him and say this. That is why he has been named our international ambassador. Now, he earned that position. And let me say this. We didn't give him that position. He earned that position. So thank you very much. And we're going to leave Babu. We have one more gentleman we need to talk to, and that is Hadley Starkey. And Hadley, we've heard you on the calls just praise Yereq Geo. Can you tell me what it is that you bring to the table for our company?
Well, yes, sir, I can. And thanks for the introduction. I'm very excited about this, and I'm committed to this opportunity as well. But what I bring to the table is years of sales experience. My sales entrepreneurship actually started in grade school. Didn't believe I was starting sales in grade school, but I actually won the candy selling contest in grade school. And I've worked my way up through network marketing companies. I've had my own companies in the merchant services industry, but also I've had my own bodyguard service where I got over 350 different celebrities, entertainers, and athletes. I work with them as their bodyguard, but also as their trusted confidant, and later get people into autograph signings and speaking engagements and product endorsements. I've closed a lot of the big deals, multi-million-dollar contracts with different companies, and my whole goal with it all was to bring in a wire transfer from those multi-million-dollar sales within an hour. Now, they don't always happen all that way, but you get the idea, is to close it and bring those dollars in for the company. My job here as president of the company is to help close some of those big deals and identify the big ones, and work with a lot of my celebrity friends who also own businesses themselves and know other business people to get these big contracts that we're looking for to install more than 500,000 EV chargers across the world, but more importantly here in the U.S. to meet the federal mandate. So those are just some of the things that I bring to the table as president of the company, and I'm looking forward to working with everybody. Titles and money don't mean to me like they might mean to other people, because I don't serve greed. I look at this as an opportunity in this position to tithe more. But I'm a servant leader to all of you, and to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to help this company achieve its goals and mission statement as we launch this company forward. So I'm here for you.
Thank you very much, Hadley. Now, guys, you can now see why Hadley is our president. And I tell you, I've been on the phone with him, and when you have Magic Johnson calling you and James Worthy and all these other people contacting you, that tells you something. This is the kind of ability that he has to help us grow this company. Now, if you don't know it, not being a close friend of Magic, Starbucks, does that ring a bell? CarQuest, does that ring a bell? And so many other companies and so forth that will help Yereq Geo Energy explode. So thank you very much, Babu. Thank you very much, Hadley Starkey. And let me turn this back over to Dana, our hostess for this evening.
Wow, 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 wow. How phenomenal is that? Thank you so much to our CEO, Mr. Bamp. Thank you so much to our new president, Mr. Hadley, and our Babu, bringing it home as always. Thank you. I'm going to yield my mic to our amazing VP of Training, Mr. Mel Tiller. Mr. Mel, take it away.
Thank you so much, Dana. I greatly appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were not in Vegas, I'm just going to say you missed it. You missed something. Now, we get a lot of people, they're calling in, they are emailing us, they're excited about the EV chargers, and one of their main questions is, okay, how do I sell this? What do I say? What do I do? How do I start? So let's talk just a little bit about that, because if you had been in Vegas, you would have been given some of these answers. So one of the first things you want to do is you want to identify a company or an organization that you would like to approach, gas station, convenience store, apartment complex, and so forth. Now, you can do one of two things. You can call or you can go visit in person. Now, if you go visit in person, you want to dress decently. You want to look like a professional. You don't have to wear a suit and tie, but you want to have a professional look. And then you want to ask to speak to the manager or the owner. Introduce yourself. Tell him who you represent, tell them about our company, tell them that you represent our company. Now, I want you to be careful here. We talk about ourselves as owners. If you introduce yourself as the owner, you are going to be asked a lot of technical questions that you may or may not be ready to handle here. So if you tell them that you are representing our company, they won't ask you to get into the weeds, all right? Very important. And so then you ask if they've ever thought about placing EV stations on their property. And they're going to give you one or two answers. They're going to say yes, or they're going to say no. Either way, your response is the same. Glad I came by, because you have the perfect location for an EV charger. Then you want to start to engage. You're looking around, you see the property, you know what kind of property it is. So you want to give them a few tips, okay? You want to give them a few tips about and benefits and so forth about the EV charger. You want to find out whether or not this person is the decision maker. But as you are going through this process of finding out whether or not this person is the decision maker, you do want to do one thing. You want to treat everybody as if they're the owner. Real key. Real important. Treat everybody as if they are the owner, because they could be the son, the wife, the daughter. They could be a cousin. They could be somebody related. They could be somebody who has a lot of influence. And he just might very well ask, what do you think? And when that question is asked, you want to make sure that you've made a very positive impression on the first person that you talk to. So some of the things that you want to talk about when you're talking about the benefits of our EV charger. You want to talk about the fact that they're going to create some excitement. They're going to create some excitement with their current client base. They're going to create some excitement for people who are just driving by. People are going to look over and see that you have some EV chargers. And right now, chances are you're going to be one of the first in your city, first in your town, first in your area to have these EV chargers. It's going to create some excitement. What else is going to excite the owner? It's another stream of income. He's going to earn income every single time somebody charges their car. They're also going to be seen as a green energy leader. Listen, people want to do business with individuals who have vision. People want to do business with people who can see ahead. And we know that the green revolution is here now. And your client wants to be one of the first to install these EV chargers in their area. They want to be ready for the transition, because the transition has already begun. We are already transitioning from the gas engines to the EV. And trust me, everybody who sells gasoline understands that this transition is coming. So you can talk about those kinds of things. You simply want to engage. Now, many of you are asking this question: what do I do? Okay, so once you have spoken to them and you found out that they have an interest, you want to send an email to T. Perkins, that's T, P-E-R-K-I-N-S, at YereqGeo.com. Teresa is then going to get your information. You want to give her the name of the point of contact. You want to give her the name of the business. You want to tell her what kind of business it is. Okay? Just a few basic fundamental kinds of things. Make sure you let her know who you are. Okay? Now, she then is going to start setting things up. Okay? She's going to set things up with the individuals who are going to conduct a site visit. Now, this is very important. Why do we need a site visit? And the client is going to ask that too. We need a site visit because every installation is customized. No two installations are exactly alike. So you have to set this site visit up so they can come in, they can see the space, they can see how large it is. There are going to be different municipalities. There are going to be different businesses. Some people may want a level 1. Some people may need a level 2 charges. Some people might need a DC fast charges. Okay? You need that site visit so that the customization fits your particular situation. And the only way to do that, is to have that site visit. Now, we also have to let people know this site visit costs $350. They're going to be there for a while. They're going to be doing some great work while they're there. And so these people have to be paid for their time and their energy. Now, the good thing is if they decide to move forward with the project, this $350 will be integrated into the final cost. They will be integrated into the final cost. Now, one of the great things that happened in Vegas, we met the installers. The company is called Electrify, and they have been doing business for decades. They have installed thousands of units. They know what they are doing. Not only that, but they are also going to handle the maintenance for us. This is a major selling piece for you. They are going to handle the maintenance for us. Do you know that 2 or 3 out of every 5 chargers around the country does not work? It's actually down. So when people pull up to a charger, they're pulling up and the chargers don't work. That doesn't help anybody. You're not making anybody if your charger is broken. Listen closely to me. Listen closely. 95% of the chargers under contract with Electrify are up and running. 95%. And they have the ability to get the other 5%. The only reason the other 5% aren't working is because they just simply have not gotten to them yet, because there's so many for them to get to, and they are always moving, always fixing these, and they can fix these remotely. Listen to me. They can fix most of the charges that go down remotely. These guys were exciting. These guys, they made us feel like they knew what they were doing, that we were in good hands, in great hands. I'm thrilled to be working with Electrify. I want you to understand that Electrify is one of your partners. You're an owner. You are a partner with Electrify. You are a partner with the individuals who are installing and maintaining these units. Oh, and then there's the unit itself. A group called Artel is actually manufacturing the EV chargers. They gave a sensational presentation. Later in the month, we're going to give you pretty much the same presentation that they gave us. Maybe not with all the intricate details and so forth, but we're going to give you that presentation so that you see a lot of what we saw. And let me tell you something, you're going to be excited about that. They can manufacture 10,000 units per month. Do you know what that's going to do to our bottom line? 10,000 units per month. That means that we are never going to run out of units. That means that when you put in an order, you know that we can get the EV charger and we can get it to you fast. Now, one of the things that is also going to happen is we cannot predict about the permits. Each district is different, each city is different, each municipality is different. So we can't predict that time frame, but we know that we're not going to have any issues with the manufacturer. And we have a commitment from Autel, we have a commitment from Electrify to get those units installed as quickly as possible. And that's a win-win for everybody. Our partners are excited about working with us. Our partners are excited about making these things happen. And oh, by the way, we also have Sequoia Lending. Sequoia Lending will finance the entire project. Do you know that one of the main reasons that people are going to say no to you or would say no to you is because of money? We don't have that problem because we have the financing in place. Oh, and by the way, not only will they finance these projects for us, the EV stations install and all of that, the buying of the EV stations, not only will they finance that, ladies and gentlemen, they will finance your personal projects up to $100 million. Up to $100 million. How many projects can you get involved in? How many projects have gone past you because you did not have the financing? When you join Yereq Geo Energy, you now have the financing. What can you do if you can control $100 million? I want you to think about, I don't know if you understand the power of what I've been telling you. You have the integrated execution of all of these companies, plus Apple, plus Amazon, plus Apple, plus Amazon. I used to live in Hawaii, and I used to say something. I used to say something about Hawaii. I said, if you don't have a good time in Hawaii, it's your fault. If you don't have a good time in Hawaii, it's your fault. Listen, this company has done major things to make sure that they put you in position to make money. You can sell EV chargers. You can buy EV chargers. You can build a team. You can join and be one of the 10,000 owners, because after 10,000, this is going to shut off. But you can join and be one of the 10,000 owners and make passive income. So many, and those are just a few. The many ways that you can make money with this company, purely outstanding. What can you do with all of these companies behind you? What can you do with all of these tools in your tool bag, in your hand? This is an amazing initiative that is being put before you. Do you want to make generational money? Do you want to be a part of this green wave? Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be fantastic, and we're going to have a great ride. I can't wait to do it with you. Dana, back to you.
Wow. That's all I can say. We've got so much exciting things going on here at Yereq. But before I close, I want to bring back someone who would like to say something to you this evening. Miss Maura Hoskin, come on over, come on over. I yield my mic to you, sis.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Mel. That was great. Okay, y'all, I just needed to come in and say this really quick. Guess what? The CEO of Yereq Commercial Financial is going to do a Zoom call on tomorrow to do a Q&A. So for all of your lending questions, commercial questions, buying units, be on the call tomorrow. We were sent out the email, all of that. So it's just so much information that we learned in Vegas that we just can't give it all to you tonight. So we want to share more information on tomorrow. And then not only that, let me just say this. I need for everybody on this call to please update your payment so we can get your commissions paid to you. You will see something that's going to come out here shortly after the call so you can update your UPMA account. All right? So now, back to you, Dana. Thank you all.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You have heard so much this evening. We had so many things going on in Vegas. It's hard to combine everything in such a short time. But come back throughout we have the call tomorrow, the training. We have our presentation again on Wednesday, and then we have our other call on Friday. So we have loads of stuff for you all week long. But I want to tell you something. I need you to be a disruptor. I need you to get on board and start sharing this with many, many more, because we need that 10,000. So I need you to disrupt some things in your life this week. I need you to disrupt poverty. I need you to disrupt poverty in your family. I need you to disrupt generational curse. I need you to disrupt those dream killers that are in your ears and buzzing and want to take this dream away from you. I need you to disrupt all that and focus on getting that 10,000 who desperately need to be here, who have been dreaming of having success somewhere in their lives, dreaming about financial freedom. I need you to get them here into Yereq, because we are disrupting the industry, both with the EV charging station with Yereq and commercial lending with Sequoia. So you are in the right place at the right time, but you need not to be here by yourselves. Please invite. We have a packed week for you. Keep an eye out on the information that will be coming through your emails. Understand that we cannot get the 10,000 without you. So enjoy your week. I will see you on tomorrow. Thank you for spending your evening with us. And we are being disruptive. Yes. Have a good evening. Thank you very much. Good night.
Recording stopped.
Good night, everyone.